Hi, my name is Sarah Hassan, and this is my presentation on top 10 most influential inventions in medical history. First, I have medical imaging. The concept of medical imaging began in 1895 with the invention of the X-ray by a German professor of physics, Wilhelm Röntgen. Medical imaging is absolutely necessary when tracking the progress of an ongoing illness. Medical imaging has been extremely influential and crucial to the medical field because it has the most powerful diagnostics. Since medical imaging has been used, it has led to improvements in the diagnostics and medical care everywhere. Here's a picture of some medical imaging devices. Next, I have the stethoscope. In 1816, a French physician by the name of René Philippe Heinzelin invented the stethoscope. Before the stethoscope was invented, doctors would listen to their patients' heartbeats by putting their ear onto their chest, a crude and inefficient method. For instance, if there was a considerable insulation between the actual heart and exterior of his chest in the form of fat, this method failed. It has affected the medical care drastically by having more amplified sounds and being easier to diagnose heart, lungs, and vascular systems. Here is a stethoscope. Next, I have the cardiac defibrillator. The first cardiac defibrillator was made in 1899 by a man named Jean-Louis Provost, one of the most miraculous inventions. The idea and concept of defibrillation have been known for decades. However, it wasn't until Claude Beck, a Cleveland cardiovascular surgeon, successfully defibrillated the heart of a young boy during surgery that an apparently dead person had been brought back to life in a clinical setting. The cardiac defibrillator is used daily around the world and has saved millions of people from life-ending scenarios. Here is a picture of a cardiac defibrillator. I have a cardiac pacemaker. The cardiac pacemaker was created by John Hoops in 1941. A pacemaker helps monitor and control your heartbeat. The electrodes detect your heart's electrical activity and send data through the wires to the computer in the generator. If your heart rhythm is abnormal, the computer will direct the generator to send electrical pulses to your heart. The pacemaker is intended to restore a normal heartbeat for people who have abnormal heartbeats, such hearts. Pacemakers have become extremely important to some people's lives because it's the only thing keeping them alive while they wait for a heart transplant. Picture of a pacemaker inside of a heart. Have anesthesia. In 1846, a dentist named William T.G. Morton was the first to demonstrate the use of ester anesthesia for surgery. This event marked the invention of modern anesthesia, enabling painless treatment even during complex procedures. Anesthesia has changed our world today because it allows people to do their life-changing surgeries without feeling any pain at all. Picture of an anesthesia machine. Have antibiotics. In 1928, Alexander Fleming created the first antibiotic. Antibiotics are powerful medicines that fight certain infections and can save lives when used properly. They either stop bacteria from reproducing or destroy them before bacteria can multiply and cause symptoms. The immune system can typically kill them. Antibiotics take an extremely important role in our public health because they fight off diseases that could have killed us if we didn't take them. Antibiotics are used every day for many different diseases and aren't limited towards one thing. Here's a picture of some antibiotics. Have a catheter. Benjamin Franklin invented the catheter in 1952. Catheters are extremely important so you can be able to drain the urine immediately after surgery. Catheters are extremely necessary when someone can't empty their bladder. If they don't use one, it can lead to kidney failure, which could lead to permanent damage to the kidneys. Catheters have affected our way of life since 1952, and they are used every day for people who have urinary problems. Diagram of how a catheter can be used. The medical thermometer. Gabriel Fahrenheit first invented the mercury thermometer in 1714, which is still in use today. The medical thermometer is very important because it allows the doctors to analyze the effectiveness of treatments based on body temperatures. This is one of the greatest inventions in medical history because it changed the way we are able to measure your temperature. Here is a picture of a medical thermometer. Next, I have the MRI. On July 3, 1977, Raymond Damadian made the first MRI. This technology is important because MRI scans illustrate more clearly than ever before the difference between healthy and diseased tissues and can provide important information about the brain, spine, joints, and internal organs. It can lead to early detection and treatment of diseases and has no known side effects. MRIs have changed the effectiveness of what diseases you have and how to treat them. MRI machine. Have the active bionic prosthesis. David Gow created the world's first bionic prosthesis in 1980. Basic artificial limbs have been used in 600 BC. Wooden legs, metal arms, hooks for hands. While these replacements gave the wearer back some resemblance of movement or function, they were often uncomfortable, difficult to use, had poor functionality, and were cosmetically unattractive. This invention has greatly changed the way people live without having a limb. The active bionic prosthesis. These are the resources I used, and thank you for watching.